Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky Synthesis tutorial in normal mode. I worked for about 20 more minutes and I filled up on a bunch of more money. We have 8100 ionized cobalt. That's almost all that we need for the weapon, for the multi-tool. And I got a bunch of salvage data, so we won't have to sell all of it to make up the difference because I got all these vortex cubes too. Now, in order to avoid destroying the economy, we're going to sell it to this guy. We'll go ahead and start with the ionized cobalt. Click on purchase and change to sell. And down there, ionized cobalt. There we go. So we'll just wait and see. We've got 3.3 million. We don't need to sell that much data to make up the difference. So we'll keep some of the data. And we'll add another million to that. That'll give us some money for the suit slots as well. So we'll just sell 20 of them. And we're going to sell all the vortex cubes. And then we're going to switch to our other inventory because we have a bunch more vortex cubes in there as well. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. We still have 37 data. And we've still got a shield module to sell. We've got almost 1,500 nanites. All right, I've reloaded the game. I only had to reload once to get this rifle to come up. And as you can see, it comes with an optical drill. We only need to add the advanced mining meme to that to make it awesome. It doesn't have a weapon on it though, but we do know how to make a weapon. It's only 3.4 million. We can exchange it and get rid of this weapon, or we can keep both weapons. It's completely up to you how you want to do this. I think that I'm going to go ahead and break down the little multi-tool and just buy the new one. So we'll break down everything but the mining beam because you can't. It won't let you. Let me see. And then we're going to go ahead and just exchange it. All right. Now we have this great big multi-tool. We need to put a terrain manipulator on there and a scatter blaster. For the scatter blaster, we need quite a bit more pugnium, which we can buy. And for the advanced mining laser, we need a hermetic seal and 2 wire looms. So let's come over here. See if he has 2 wiring looms. He has exactly 2. That's awesome. And he also has the hermetic seal, which we can make with condensed carbon really easily, but it's less than $1,000, so we're just going to buy it. And we'll go ahead and put that on there. There we go. And I don't remember exactly how that works. I think it needs to go that way. We'll see. We'll find out. And we'll just move these over. And now we need to build the terrain manipulator. And for that, we're going to need 2 carbon nanotubes and a dihydrogen jelly. I didn't notice if he had dihydrogen jelly. Let's find out. He does not have dihydrogen jelly. So we'll go outside. I think that it's actually in the container. It's possible it's either there or it's on the ship. Actually, it's on the ship. I'll do that. And we'll just throw that down there in the corner for right now. All right. The only thing we need now is pugnium. And I haven't looked specifically for it. Let's see if we have it here. We don't, but we do need chromatic metal. So we need to go up to the space station. For that, we're going to drop a tiny bit of fuel in. We'll just drop that down. Just need enough to get a spark. It only needs to last a second. There we go. And we're going to go to current system. There we go. Let's go over here and see if we can just buy pugnium. Not from here, but we do need the chromatic metal, so we'll buy that. Put it on the ship. I leave chromatic metal on the ship so that I have to think about it in order to use it. Look at that. We've got all of our milestones for making units. Let's see if this guy has any pugnium. Yay, here we go. We don't need quite that much, but we'll go ahead and grab it. And what was the other thing we needed? I think we need one wiring loom. All right, let's grab one of those. And now we can install a scatter blaster. And I'm just going to put it right here for right now because we don't have anything at all to go with it. But we do have a scatter blaster. So that's at least a gun. We can check and see how many nanites we have. Gotta be careful not to spend too many nanites. Oh, this is the one that has the pulse spitter. All right. Let's go quickly check our other system. There's that nice T3 fighter. T3 meaning it's full size. So that's pretty nice. My style. This one's only a B-37, and you see it costs 30 million units. To get a S-class version of that ship, we'd have to go to a different system, I think, because this system is not wealthy. All right, let's go to the other space station. Notice we haven't done a lot of traveling yet. We're still, to be honest with you, within the first 3 hours of the game here. I'm going to go over here and remind me what this guy has for sale. Definitely need a movement module, though. There's a scatter blaster right there. 575. We'll go ahead and take that. And we're going to put it right next to the scatter blaster we have. That's going to improve the damage by plus 2%. The clip size, how many bullets we can carry, by plus 8. The fire rate's going to go up, and the reload time is going to go up. That's pretty darn good. Now we're going to go get some more nanites. Grab a save first. We go in our log over to discoveries very quickly. Bring up our home system and our home planet and click on all of these plants. That's going to give us a few extra nanites. Oops. Hit the wrong button. There we go. And go over here, grab all of these. And did I get those? I think I did. So now we have 987 nanites. We can also get the nanites for all of these. Just a few more. There we go. Now we have over 1,000. Let's go to the anomaly. Before we buy hazard protection, we need to know what kind of hazard protection that we need for the specific mission. And what we're going to do is try and find storm crystals. So we've only got 5 minutes till the missions change. So let's look at those first. And then we'll go upstairs and get some more nanites. Let's see what we got here. Hazardous flora. So it looks like we're going to have to wait 5 minutes to get the mission that we need. So we'll go ahead and go upstairs. Over here where we get our nanites for milestones, we got all of our milestones for units, and we got another milestone for traveling on foot. So that's going to be a good amount of... There we go. Going to get a good amount of nanites for that. There's another 550. We'll go in here. See, we've got 37 salvage data. So let's see here. What should we get? I think we'll go ahead and get the medium refiner. And that requires 100 magnetized ferrite and 5 dihydrogen jelly. And let's grab the roamer. And now we've got 17 left. So let's get the solar panel, which you don't have to charge, but it does require gold. We'll get a battery. And 6 left. Let's get a few more parts for our building. And the roof. Some windows. Just whatever you like to build with. So we got 2 left. We'll do the little corner. And 1 left. Grab that roof part too. There we go. So we spent our data. That's going to all come up. While we're waiting for the Nexus missions to change, we have about 2 minutes. Let's go look at the teleporter. The teleporter, you're going to have access to all of your teleport locations, and you can arrange it by those that you were most recently at. You can see on this one it shows we have the indication for the Artemis mission. This is a base. It's in blue. We haven't taken a picture yet, so it's just this blue. And this is the station that we're currently at. Current system is listed here. You can go and visit the featured bases, which can be pretty awesome. And just your bases. All right. Go. If you're in multiplayer, you have access to more things. It's pretty cool. We haven't met this guy. Here's Mercury. Yeah. Have you stood before a portal, stranger? Felt it leach the life from your skin? Felt your chest burning at as its power starts to melt your very being? No, we haven't been to a portal yet. I thought not. Few have. Fewer still live to tell of it. I stood before the portal at Saleth Prime, but did not cross the threshold. I reached out. Only the tip of my finger grazed the gateway. The next moment, I awoke aboard the anomaly. I was transformed. The gateway here does not have the power of the ancient monoliths, though it shares aspects of their network. Use it as you wish. Thanks. Mercury returns my nod. There's much understanding in this simple gesture. Let's go see if the Nexus is ready for us. Alrighty. It just does not have the mission that I want right now. That's so frustrating. So I have to wait another 10 minutes. Let's warp. I don't think we have the power to warp to the next region unless we're really close to it. But if you warp to the next region, you might get new Nexus missions. But we only have 2 teleporters on our list. So we need to go out there. We also haven't found an upgrade for a scanner yet. Let's go find another Viking system. This is going to show us the Atlas or a black hole, one or the other. That is a black hole. Alright, let's see what we got here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over, if you look at the top of the screen, it says filter, no filter. We're going to change the filter to life form so that we can pick a Viking system. There's one right there. It's only 20 light years away. Here we go. Got a few planets here to scan. We have a regular lush planet. Gotta wait for that scanner. We have a frost crystal planet with ancient bones. Ancient bones are worth quite a bit of money too. Not as much as, there's a dead planet with ancient bones, not as much as the planet type that we're going to go to for storm crystals, though. And there is salvage scrap, and it's got activated copper.
Warning, threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
We'll just go inside. We'll fight hostiles next time. That activated copper. Copper is one of the stellar metals along with indium, emerald, and cadmium. And activated copper might mean that there's storm crystals there. It's possible. We'll get our suit slot. Let's see here. We actually don't need that. So we'll go ahead and get this. It's only 10,000 units. Let's see what this guy has available. He's got life support, thermal, radiation, toxic protection, and standard defense shields. This is a great system. What do you got? We have an infraknife, a positron, and a cyclotron. That's awesome. And a submachine gun, B class. And this guy has an A class scanner, which might help a little bit. He's also got a bolt caster and a geology cannon. But since this is a Viking system, that means we're going to get 2 of these nanite boxes. So we'll grab both of those and check and see what this guy is selling. We're in a low supply system, which is poor. He actually has pyrite here. Alright. Go over here and get some more nanites and see what kind of missions we can pick up. got to sell. There's pugnium, there's tritium. Got quite a few useful things here. And since it's a commercial or a mercantile economy, they have star silk. You need that to make chairs with. Alright, what kind of missions does he have? Got kill creatures. If you kill only predators, you will eventually get those done. Or you can kill fish, or you can just go out and kill critters. There's another scorched world photograph. More sentinels. And collect ammonia for 138 nanites. That might take some work. Down here is scan minerals. Alright. Oh, he's a Corvax. Thought that was a traveler. Alright. Let's go find out if that activated copper planet has storm crystals. See where it was. Thought it might be over there. Alright, what kind of planet is that? That's a fungal planet. So if there is storm crystals there, we'll need to go back and get a toxic shield. You need to know what kind of planet it is before you buy the shield so that you buy the right one, especially if you're really low in nanites. Gonna drop down here. See if any place pops out. There is actually a storm going on, possibly. Let's fly really low here. It looks like we've got storm crystals. Fantastic. We are definitely going to go get a shield first, but this is awesome. There's huge groups of storm crystals here. Let's go get a toxic shield.
Extreme toxicity detected.
Yep. I don't usually get that lucky finding a storm crystal planet right away. We need ammonia to run that toxic shield, so that's actually going to be the first thing that we look for. And we have 1,700 nanites. $1,700 isn't very many nanites. It's going to cost a whole lot more than that to fully kit out our suit. Alright, we got a toxic shield, and we have enough money left over for a defense shield, so I'm going to buy that. And we will take the toxic protection to the back. And I'm going to move that out of the way, and we're going to put the defense shield right next to the hazard protection. There we go. That's funny. Let's see. We have 563 left. How much did he want? I don't remember already. Might be able to buy a second defense shield. I'm gonna grab a save here, and let's go back to that toxic planet. Right now we're going to make a huge amount of money by comparison to the ionized cobalt. We might have to wait for a storm, but we need ammonia. So let's see if any of these are ammonia. Gonna slow down. We're gonna put that reticle right on top of that. Looks green. Yep. There goes a tree. We're gonna land right next to it. Unless the ship decides to land 500 feet away from it. For goodness sake. I think we can reach it. Let's see what weapon I have. There's a creature. You can see we're in the middle of a storm still. Oh my goodness. There's Strider here. He knocked me off my ship. There we go. Let's get some ammonia before our shield goes down. He's a big guy. Okay, the storm is over. You can tell if you look on the lower right there where it says what your hazard protection and your life support's at. When there's a storm, it will actually say storm. And it'll say extreme. The other thing we're going to accomplish while we're here, he's coming again. He might knock me down again. The other thing we're going to accomplish while we're here is another milestone called survival. And that's going to be worth nanites as well. Here he comes. I hear him stomping. That shield's holding up really well because it's S-class, so it's going to last a long time. And if you're wondering, you can look in your visor. Right now we're holding at full protection. But on the lower left side, it says critical exposure. As soon as that shield goes down, we have, without a storm, 1 minute and 47 seconds to recharge it. When there's a storm, it'll be about half of that. I don't know if there's predators here, so we'll have to be super careful. Can't believe the ship landed so far away. Hope it's not too long between storms. Since you can hold in normal mode 9,999 of this kind of a thing in a slot, you don't have to worry too much about taking too much. Because one of these deposits is not going to have 10,000 in it. Go. Still using silicate to reload that terrain manipulator. You want to try to avoid using ferrite to do that because it takes a ton. And our shield went down. You can see there's 3 arrows and the shield is dropping super fast. You can wait until it goes down, but I wouldn't suggest it. Not on an extreme planet. On a regular planet, you can go ahead and wait until it goes down. You'll only take a little bit of damage, but you'll save a lot of sodium or ammonia or whatever you're using if you wait until it goes down all the way. Still getting ammonia. Gotta cut away the silicate first. There we go. Sun's going down. Suit Lady's keeping us informed. Looks like I missed a bunch over there. Your flashlight is going to turn on automatically. Alright. Where did our Strider go? He knocked me off the ship one time. There he is. Go ahead and scan him. Scan the birds if we can catch them. There we go. You can see there's a lot of buried tech here. See if this is scannable. Nope. There we go. We weren't bothered by a predator in that little bit of time, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one here. There's another rock. I think we have a mission to scan minerals. Okay, here comes the storm. So we're going to go ahead and redo our hazard protection. And this is the part that makes this really dangerous. Running around in a storm without knowing whether there's predators around. We do have to wait for that storm to get going. There's some storm crystals right there in front of us. I'm just going to wait for that storm to kick off first. You're going to be using a lot of launch fuel for this, so I suggest if you haven't started using uranium yet, you're going to want to do that. Okay, there's just 4 of them. Just 4 of them is already 500,000 units. So let's find some more. Close by the ship. There's 197 units away. Don't rush through this. Until you've got yourself completely kitted out. More than one hazard protection, defense shields, a gun, which by the way we should have armed and loaded. Nope, we need to make bullets. There we go. Don't rush through this, because you're going to make a lot of money, and getting killed and losing all this stuff and having to find your grave is not going to be fun. 379, 178. So I'm just going to stay really close to the ship, and then when I run out of storm crystals that are really close to the ship, I'm going to fly over the ground until I'm near some more storm crystals. There's some more right there on the hill. Here's our first, oh, that's from rambling. We'll get our first milestone for survival really quickly, too. All right. Looks like there's a whole bunch right here. Find a decent place to land. There we go. Yeah, I'm stuck. You might think, especially if you have been playing the game a long time and you're just watching. Thank you for watching. You might think I'm being overly careful. But if you think about it, I just got killed the other day doing this in permadeath. So yeah, I might be over careful for a little while. I know I saw some there, some right there. You want to get that shield back up as fast as you can when there's a storm going on. There is another way to do this, and if I had the paraffinium, I would show it to you. We went ahead and got the blueprint for the roamer, and you can do this in a exocraft. Alright. Let's go ahead and get inside of our ship. Sorry, I have the hiccups. You can do this in an exocraft, and that makes it tremendously safer. And I might just go get some paraffinium and build the exocraft before we come back next time. So right here I got 21 of them, and 21 of them is just almost 4 million units, just for that little bit of time. I'm gonna grab a save. And let's look around for some buildings, see if we can find anything. Any place to hang out. Oh, there's also water on this planet. That means there's going to be a lot of creatures to scan. What kind of a building is that? Oh, nice. Let's grab this. Going to provide us with some Viking words if I can get up there. See if there's one in here. You can hang out inside of here. You're perfectly safe. It will not use your hazard protection, and I believe predators can't get you from here. There's where we need to be, over there. Let's go back downstairs. This is a cool place to put a base too. For extreme survival. There's some words. Just grab a word from here. You can also get an ancient ruin where you can dig up stuff. Sometimes that stuff's worth a lot of money. There's another word. Oh, there's student. We're learning words. Let's go make some money. Yeah, my launch thruster's finally empty. See, how many nanites do we have left? Not quite enough. I'm going to do this for a little while, and then we will have the money to start looking at buying a ship, or possibly buying a lot of ships and scrapping them. You can turn your starter ship into an S-Class 48 slots with 21 tech slots, It's a lot of really hard work, or you can start with a higher class, bigger ship. It's totally up to you. But it's probably going to be a while. Let's give it a second and see if a ship will land while we're standing here. This way of making money is one of my preferred ways for the beginning of the game. Once you have enough money and a good ship, you can start going after manufacturing facilities and getting blueprints and things like that. And we'll do that later on. In the immediate future, we need to get a freighter. And in order to do that, we have to start traveling. You need to warp in order to initiate freighter battles. And this is only the 3rd star system we've ever been in. Boy, they're taking their time, aren't they? It's a long runway. It's really hard to get ships to come in. I can see them out there. I can tell you that if you get out of your ship and you go right straight to a galactic trade terminal, you won't get any ships. If you turn your back on the end of the runway, ships will be few and far between. Here comes one finally. And the reason I'm waiting for a ship is so that I can sell these crystals without crashing the economy and causing the crystals to not be worth as much. What do we got here? It's a C-17. Let's see what kind of a price we're going to get for our crystals. There they are. We're going to get almost cost, which is awesome. 2.7 million. So today we have spent 3.4 million and just made almost all of it back. We're back up to 3.7 million. I'm going to do this for a while. And like I said, when we come back next time, we're going to start warping. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.